talk on the topic of disease. Mikey had a facial scar and Bobby was a racist. They were all...
Hey man, I haven't seen you in about a month. When do you plan on coming back home? It's kind of getting a little boring in here. Are you there? Hello?
I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes.
How would do my stillborn cat litter? My name's Unded Meowth. Once again, we are covering John Cragen of a John Cragen clan. Be a man, join the Cragen clan. Man. On the last episode of this series, we finished covering the first article that John Cragen cites. And the most valuable thing that we learned was that John Cragen cannot read. It was also shown that the 2 Chainz situation and Stained Class are bad examples of evidence that rock and roll and heavy metal lead to suicide. So without further ado...
Play that shit, pussy!
This is an article from... where is this from?
We're waiting.
ncbi.gov. So it's a government website. So they're...
Yo, John, you can't start bringing up the government. You're gonna alienate all your conspiracy theorist fans.
So it says here, extreme metal music and anger processing.
Before moving on, I would like to point out that the abstract that Cragen is about to cite actually disagrees with him in its conclusion. I mean, so far seems par for the course, right? Also, can we just appreciate the fact that the abbreviation for positive and negative effects scale is PANUS?
PANUS! Here, extreme metal music and anger processing. And it talks about how abstract.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Introduction. Sorry, I'm just gonna scroll down.
In the second video, we saw Cragen cutting out context that proved him wrong, which is exactly what he's doing in this moment as well. I thought I would point it out. He continuously does this throughout his entire video. The moral of a story is if you cannot find sources that back up your claim, simply do what any good Christian would do and lie. That being said, this is a Cragen video, so I will be reading his sources for him. The full article is linked in the description below. Music is a widely available form of media with the ability to influence attitudes and manipulate emotions, and listeners are drawn to music that reflects or improves their emotional state. Heavy metal, emotional, hardcore, punk, screamo, and each of their subgenres form a category of extreme music. Extreme music is categorized by chaotic, loud, heavy, and powerful sounds with emotional vocals, often containing lyric themes of anxiety, depression, social isolation, and loneliness.
See, there's all bad things they produce.
Now, I'm not entirely sure if Cragen just didn't read his source correctly, or if he's genuinely trying to misconstrue what's being said. Regardless, the article he's citing doesn't claim that this music causes those problems, rather just expresses them through lyrics. Perhaps due to these musical characteristics, it has been claimed that extreme music leads to anger, expression of anger, such as aggression, delinquency, drug use, and suicidal acts. Certainly, evidence is available regarding the effect of a listener's emotional state on their choice and preference for music listening, even when angry. Research on anger processing has found that approach motivation, defined as impulse to move forward, may be activated by anger, such that after experiencing anger, we then look to act out approach-motivated behaviors, for example, angry facial expressions and physical retaliation. Considering the highly arousing nature of the music, along with negative themes commonly contained in the lyrics, extreme music has been interpreted as eliciting anger among its listeners, and that this may activate aggressive behaviors. It is equally plausible, however, that extreme music may be chosen when a listener is angry because the arousing nature of the music may match the already present internal arousal of the listener and allow him or her to explore and process this emotional state.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure why Cragen said right at this point in time, as if like this backs up what he's saying, whereas it's quite literally the opposite. I could only guess that he just didn't process what it was he was reading. This one-word response is also the only commentary he provides on the entire introduction, so I'm not even sure why it is he decided to read the entire thing. I could only imagine it's so that he can provide context. However, he's never done that in the past, so I don't know why he's doing it now. I could only assume that he didn't actually read the study before choosing it as one of his sources to prove his thesis. So I decided to leave in the introduction in this video because he decided to leave in the introduction in his video. Though I will note that the last sentence of the introduction parrots exactly what I've been saying this entire series, that rather than, as the study puts it, hardcore music causing depression, people who are depressed are more likely to seek out hardcore music. And I'm near positive Cragen didn't understand that, as we will soon see. And I'm gonna let Cragen read out this next part because his backpedaling is hilarious.
It says that two groups, so they gave example of two groups, those who preferred heavy metal and hard rock genres, 57%, and the rest. Heavy metal fans showed significantly higher, so here's how it says. It says here that heavy metal fans showed significantly higher symptoms of depression and anxiety than non-heavy metal fans. However, there was no difference between the two groups on trait anger. So, and then they found that heavy metal fans did not show an increase in anger after listening to heavy metal music.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
They found that heavy metal fans did not show an increase in anger after listening to heavy metal music.
So what you're saying is rock and roll and heavy metal don't cause aggression? Well, gee, Cragen, that goes against your entire fucking video, doesn't it?
But like you read it right there, it just says that people who have heavy metal fans had a higher or showed more symptoms of depression and anxiety.
Cragen nearly Freudian slipped exactly what the study was proving. You might not have caught it because he does stutter a lot and restart sentences in the middle of speaking. What he started to say was people who have depression listen to heavy metal music, but then changed it to heavy metal fans are depressed.
People who have heavy metal fans had a higher or showed more symptoms of depression and anxiety.
Every single time Cragen thinks he has an aha gotcha moment, it always blows up in his face in a spectacular way.
And of course, the government is very wicked, so they're going to try. Of course, the U.S. government is very, very wicked, so they're going to try to tone it down a bit. Obviously.
Oh, this article disagrees with me in some parts, so I'm gonna say that it's the government's fault.
What a fucking vinegaroon.
Hey, Cragen, you need some help picking them cherries? Yeah, you having fun cherry picking there?
Yeah, when your source disagrees with you, it's not because you're wrong, it's because of a Zionist, satanic, Illuminati government. People like Cragen will never admit they're wrong, mostly because they have the power of God and anime on their side. And that's going to do it for this video. I know there wasn't a lot of content, but at the same time, I want to dedicate each article to its own videos. Links to sources are in the description down below. Thank you to Dual Taku for finding these sources for me. And with all that out of the way, my name is Unded Meowth. That's all I got.
I've seen